what are the various operations that can be performed on different data structures? Because as we learned in our previous lectures, data structures are simply ways to organize our data on our computers. And the data structures we'll see throughout this course are simply variations of how we store this data on our computers, this information. And each data structure has their trade-offs. Some are good at certain operations, others are good at other operations. One type of action that we're going to perform with data structures, well, is insertion. Add a new data item in a given collection of items, such as us adding the Apple item in memory here. Another one? Well, deletion. We want to sometimes delete data, such as remove Mango from our list. Another type of action might be traversal. And we're going to see this a lot. Traversal simply means access each data item exactly once so that it can be processed. Another useful one is searching. We want to find out the location of the data item if it exists in a given collection. And then we also have things like sorting. That is, having data that is sorted, kind of like it is on the left-hand side over here, versus the right-hand side where there's not much sorting going on, at least from what we can see. And obviously, the main one, and probably the most important, is access. How do we access this data that we have on our computer? Now, each data structure that we're going to go through in this course will have different pros and cons for each one of these. And if we take a look at our Big O cheat sheet, well, we're very familiar with this diagram over here, or this graph. And if we scroll down, we have all these data structures that it lists. And don't get too overwhelmed. We're going to go over most of these data structures, and you see that half of them are mainly trees and variation of trees. And within here, we see that each one of them has access, search, insertion, deletion, average, and worst case. And because we understand Big O, we can see that, all right, we're seeing which one's good for what and what is bad for what. And as we go through our data structures, we're going to go over these pros and cons so that you build the foundation to be able to decide which data structure should I use on your next problem. We're going to get started with our very first data structure in the next lesson. I'll see you in that one. Bye-bye.